Thanks for watching Two Stupid Gamers. This is Jake, Fell, and he just wants to
our special Christmas recording.
Our special Christmas recording. We're doing Mario again.
Right before Jake leaves to the motherland.
To the motherland.
Do they celebrate Christmas over there? Probably don't.
They do celebrate
bastards.
Christmas, but it's more like New Year's is their Christmas.
Does Luigi only come out if Mario dies or something?
Yeah, when Mario beats the level or he dies, Luigi comes in. You know, I was talking to Jake about this earlier, about the, you know, the three wise men bring the gifts to Jesus, frankincense, myrrh, and gold. Do you think the other two wise men are really mad at that third guy for bringing gold? It's like, dude, come on, we agreed on $25 like, per gift, you know? Now you just make us look bad, like a bunch of Jews. No offense, Jesus. I know I'd be mad. It's like, yeah, alright, $25 gift, then he goes and buys something for $100.
Here you go, Luigi.
Alright.
We're having a tradition of having people who have not played much of Super Mario World play Super Mario World.
That way we can make fun of him.
Alright, which one should I do?
Yeah, that next one right there. That gets us to move on. I didn't mean to do that ghost house. I just did it because...
Jake wasn't thinking.
Alright, so we got jump here.
You can hold wide and run.
I can twirl. Oh.
You can twerk.
He's twerking. Look, Luigi's twerking.
What's this spinny thing?
It's a stronger, more powerful jump, which was never used again.
You use it to break blocks under you, if they're breakable blocks.
And if you're big.
Yeah. Ooh, I touched. Coins.
You,
Very good. I made it like,
You lasted longer than J Dawg did.
Yeah.
J Dawg.
He would die like 3 seconds in. I'm like, alright.
It was adorable to watch. It's like the first time for everybody.
He's not here because he was so embarrassed. He's like, I'm not going to be near that nigger again.
Actually, after Fell made such fun of him, he decided not to show up. Actually, I don't know. I'm just saying that, but
We know it's true.
Look at Jake here in all his fancy gear.
fancy gear.
He's probably off having sex with one of the girls he'll break up with him in 2 months.
Swear one of those pipes. Oh no. Yeah, and this isn't one where you can just. I mean, like, I'm sure that there are secrets on this level where you can just skip a bunch of stuff, but it's not one where you can just run as fast as you want, usually. And you've got all these lava guys who like to jump up at you.
Speaking of white Utah guys, so my roommate cornered me, the one with all the tattoos. I don't know why. I just want, like, don't you hate, like my hallway is really small, right? So if you stand like at the entrance of it, like I can't get past you. I'm like, I just want to go back to my room.
So why did he corner you?
He wanted to talk, and I didn't want to talk.
What about?
I don't know, just like random stuff. He's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't even paying attention, really. And then he mentions, like, oh, I had a lot of health problems, you know. He apparently had, like, really bad anxiety attacks, so much so that he was put on disability and couldn't work. And I'm like, that's really weird.
What anxiety? The one with tattoos? I thought
Yeah.
he worked as a sushi chef.
No, that's the Asian one.
So what does he do?
That's a very good question. I wish I knew.
So he just kind of...
He just, like, he's on disability, Medicare, Medicaid, and I'm like, what? How come when us black people do that, we get called lazy, and white people's like, oh, it's okay.
He has issues.
So apparently he had really bad anxiety attacks that caused him to not work. And then he's like, oh yeah, it's kind of tough, because, you know, the girlfriends I'd get wouldn't stick around too long. They're like, oh, you know, you're not really going anywhere in life. And I'm like, I could never get someone in Utah like that. Precisely 0 people would date me. It's so easy for white people here in Utah.
Maybe he's got a little more confidence than you.
He had anxiety attacks!
So he's got tattoos now.
He's got...
To tell you the truth, I probably wouldn't believe him too much.
I would.
Why?
Because it matches up with the story that our stupid like I never talked to our landlady because she's just a black. Like I remember when I moved in, it's like, oh, we got this guy here, this other guy. Oh, he has a lot of mental issues, but he's been working through. I'm like, why are you telling me this? So it just confirms her story, really.
So
that's why I never talked to her about anything. I'm like, hey, I just worked.
That was all Yoshi, by the way.
Yoshi did all that hard
Yeah,
work.
he did
Yeah.
all the work.
All I want is to meet one white person who I'm better than in here, who Utah considers me better than. You know, I want to know. I need to know where the floor is.
Well,
That's a
the
very
jump
J Dawg
button-
move there.
The jump button just...
It's
My
broken.
controller.
It wasn't supposed to do that.
Is that too much to
It was
ask for?
black.
What?
I just want to meet one white person
One white person
who is worse than me.
I'll tell you
And-
this right now. Deep down in a lot of Utahns' hearts, you're better than a bunch of people they know.
They just can't admit it.
Of course.
I feel like, have you guys ever read To Kill a Mockingbird? How everyone knew the black guy was innocent, but they couldn't do it. That's how I kind of feel like.
Wait, David.
We know you're better than a lot of these white people, but we just can't admit it.
Wait. Is that the one where he goes nuts and shoots a bunch of people?
No!
I forget. There's
To
this
Kill a
one.
Mockingbird is, oh, did you read it? It stars this little girl named Scout. Who played Atticus Finch? Was it Gregory Peck? I think it was Gregory Peck that played Atticus Finch. And it's about this girl in the South, you know, she really liked this black worker. And her dad found out and beat the shit out of her. Dad was left-handed, so it was all on the right side of his body, I think. One of those. And, like, the dude, like, the black dude had, like, a busted right arm, so he... Or a busted left arm. Yeah, that's right, he was left-handed, but the black dude had a busted left hand he couldn't even use, and the girl was all beat up on her right side, so it was did by someone left-handed. So they kind of proved, oh, it couldn't have been this guy, and it had to have been the father, because he's the only left-handed person here.
But they still convicted
They
him
still convicted and killed the black guy.
for beating a white girl?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good book.
How long ago was this?
This is, like,
Where it was.
back in the South, you know?
What age?
I forget, it was probably pre-Civil... Not pre-Civil War, pre-Civil Rights.
Alright, guys, I got this one.
So that was pretty
Right.
normal. That was, you know,
You might want to run.
and that guy just shot over you, but whatever.
It's like some wizard.
Good job.
Can you, like, tunnel somewhere?
Maybe,
Break down?
maybe I should show him how it's done.
Maybe.
Anyway, there's the Boo Radley character, retarded kid that lives in someone's basement. It was in his parents' basement. Kind of reminds me of someone else. So he ends up killing the father. Atticus is like, oh, let the dead bury the dead. You know, it's like, whatever. He killed someone, now someone killed him, so that makes everything okay.
How come
I'm like, no, it doesn't.
How come you can go through him sometimes?
Because he's just appearing and disappearing. One dead guy equals another dead guy is fine. That's what they were trying to say.
So that's what I want for Christmas. I want it to be a white person that everyone in Utah can agree I'm better than. Publicly.
I can. Well, okay. So I don't know about publicly, but I know
I want
a lot
it
of
in
people-
writing.
I know a lot of people who are definitely worse than me, Fel. A lot. And they are very white, and I hate them. Not hate. Hate's a strong word. Highly dislike.
I think we all agree that the only way any Utahn is going to care for me is when I get rich. And they'll care more about the money. It's like, Dad, I know he's black, but he has money. And the dad's like, oh,
Are you talking about
okay.
a white girl, or...
I don't know. That's all I meet here in Utah. Where are all the brown people?
We're all the brown people? Well, you don't go out much.
That's
because
true.
I just met one.
Jake loves the mochachinas. Unfortunately, he lives in Utah.
Mochachinas.
Am I not allowed to call them that?
Is that like the derogatory term for mixed race?
No, I just like calling people mochas.
But
It sounds better than saying black, because you don't know, is it brown? Is it black? Is it Mexican black?
we should
I
get
mean, when you think about it, most of us are just mocha colored.
so apparently all the white people think that any other white person is better than Fel. That's what we're getting out of this,
Publicly.
right? Publicly.
You did say privately, they'll probably admit that I'm better. But, you know, they can't say it out in public.
I can say it out in public. Fel.